no, I could never get a deal in my market because everything I submit an offer on, there's already 5, 6 different offers on them. Well, let me tell you this. It's a lot of markets, right? Get out of that one. Listen, the fear of missing out is the fastest way to having buyer's remorse when investing in real estate. We have to dismiss this ideology that we're missing out on anything. You're not missing out on nothing. The only thing that you're missing out on when you get started is the knowledge that you need to effectively go out and buy good deals. If you can consciously focus on who you need to become as a person, the skill that you need to develop, the reps that you need to run, the deals that you need to analyze, and you get really intentional and deliberate and disciplined in those behaviors day in and day out, then you will never feel like you're missing out on anything, because you will know that you've done everything in your power to do the work, as my man Mike Zuber would say on One Rental at a Time, that you're doing the work every single day and you're submitting offers, you're analyzing deals, you're understanding what's a good deal, what's a bad deal. You will never feel like you missed out on anything. As a matter of fact, you won't miss out on anything, because here's what I know. There's always more opportunity than they are viable operators. It's always the case. Now, it may not seem like that in your particular market. Maybe you say, no, I could never get a deal in my market because everything I submit an offer on, there's already 5, 6 different offers on them. Well, let me tell you this. It's a lot of markets, right? Get out of that one. This is why, myself and my students, we all invest remotely, because I never want to be relegated to having to fish only in one pond. I want to go to the pond that has the most fish, and I'm going to fish there because I want to actually catch something. So with that being said, it's less about the fear of missing out, because that'll have you defaulting into buying a bad deal in a lot of cases. So let me tell you a quick story about how the fear of missing out almost ruined me when I first started flipping houses. I was pursuing this deal. The deal took a lot of twists and turns, right? With the particular seller, there was a wholesaler involved. It was just a lot, okay? And this went on for probably 3 or 4 months almost. At that same time, while I was pursuing this deal and trying to navigate through all of the rigmarole with getting the deal solidified, getting it financed, finding a partner, all these things that I had challenges with, I was still pursuing other opportunities, which is always so important, right? If you got a deal under contract, you should always be looking at other opportunities, because you never know what may happen with that deal, and you don't want to be stagnant in your business. You always want to be creating momentum, and the way you do that is to keep with forward progress. I finally got all the pieces together. I got a lender, I got a private lender, I raised the capital for the deal, all of that. And when we were evaluating the deal, the comps were varying, okay? But I was so new into the process that I was leaning on an agent who I used to buy a bunch of cash flow some 7, 8 years prior to that. And so I just looked at her as being kind of like my guide in this new pursuit. Well, what happened was, on one side of the street where this property was located, across the main road, the comps were like $155,000. On the other side, the comps were like $125,000 to $135,000. Comps are comparable sold homes that are comparable to the property that you looking at purchasing, okay? The subject property. And so anyhow, the way in which we evaluated the comps was wrong, okay? But because I had put so much time into trying to get this property, I got overzealous with the fear of missing out and wanting to get my first deal done, that I ended up buying a bad deal. We ended up going through, we did, a 3-month renovation, got it back on market, did a phenomenal job, beautiful job on the renovation, only to end up losing $26,000 because the property wouldn't comp out. Based on where it was located, the comps that were 155 weren't comps for this particular property. The 125 to 135 were the legitimate comps. So I'm just telling you, I can strongly advise against fear of missing out from practical application. Now, I've gone and done hundreds of transactions since that property. And that's why I can sit here emphatically and tell you unequivocally that there is no fear of missing out. The properties that are for you, but they're only for you after you've done the work to position yourself to buy the right deals. If you rush into a deal and you make a move out of desperation instead of inspiration, you more often than not gonna end up in a desperate situation. That I can promise you, okay? So just take the time, build your team, build your acumen, build a skill that you need to go out and identify what's really a good deal, and only do those deals. Don't do the other ones, leave that to somebody else. The thing that you really want to focus on is developing the skill set of investing remotely so that you have more opportunities. See, one of the biggest things that stifle us in any business, and particularly in real estate, is the lack of opportunities. Because where there's lack, we make moves out of desperation instead of inspiration. So when I buy deals now, it's never because I feel like I'm pressured into doing it. I'm doing it because I feel encouraged to. I feel inspired to. It checks all my boxes, right? It's increasing my cash flow. It's increasing my net worth, but increasing my cash flow first. I want to make an emphasis on that, right? We shouldn't be buying deals for equity purely. So what I would tell you is that if you're getting started out in this business, or if you've been doing it for a while and you having some buyer's fatigue and you having a fear of missing out, let me tell you, that's a song that you're playing in your mind and you need to get it out of there, okay? That's a false narrative that society has made popular, when the truth of it is what's for you is for you. Nobody can take that, so there's no fear of missing out. The only thing that you need to worry about is, are you ready to take the opportunity when it comes? So everything that you could be working on, from building relationships with lenders, from finding private investors that could potentially partner with you, from getting proficient at deals, from analyzing comps, from underwriting as many deals as you possibly can in your markets that you're interested in, building contractor relationships, building project management relationships, building realtor relationships. There's so much that goes into having a successful business, property management companies. You can be working on building all of these other, one will call external factors, which are really vertical integrations that you're going to need in your business. So stop focusing on what you don't have. Go out and pursue all the things that you need. And when that deal comes, you can be aggressive and effective and make the right move on the right deal so you can start making money. There's no fear of missing out. So listen, if it's you, if you got other people out there that you know on the edge of their seats just trying to buy something, that money burning a hole in their pocket, please share this video, comment, let me know what you think, where you at, how I can help. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video.